OnlyFangs online raid comp. Okay, thank you. Okay, so I'm just going to try and make, based off my own experience with playing with people. So I think starting with tanks, you just go Ampy Parla, right? The tanks. And Orlando is one of your deeps. So if I make, this is like a 30-man MC raid, right? I think you want 2 locks, probably 2 mages, probably 0G on Hunter for pulling. Honestly, it might just be a Gordon, Feral, Morgana, Resto pick. Let's do that for now. Because I think Gordon is actually super valuable and flexible. Yeah, we've got Dakota as well on Feral. I'm going to put him in there as well. I think we're going to have to cut one of them. I don't know which yet. Mages. We've got Volps. It's got a Douse. Volps has been the highest pumping mage. And then it's got to be my boy Fogged. But Fogged could also come on Rogue. So put a pin in that. I don't know who the other mage would be if we bring Fogged on Rogue. I think Fogged on Rogue is a strong pick too. Shamans is got to be Bean. It's got to be Kramer. It's got to be Jokered. If Triumphant gets 60, he's a pretty good pick. Other options are like Tactics. I don't know if Tommy Salami is still playing. I'm gonna go with my boy Triumphant, dude. Oh, I didn't put Z on Mage. To be honest, Z's probably coming up next on Mage. If he stops mining during bosses. To be honest, we've lost Z to League, so I kind of forgot him. Apricat is good as well, yeah. We've got a spicy stream today, so I got to put my boy LMGD in there. How many have we got? 14 out of 40. So we're doing the 30-man, right? Not 40. Peo's got to go in there. Peo pumps. Anna's definitely in there. And then maybe PS. If he fucking locks in. Or Simonize. The thing is, like, PS can either just have a complete troll day where he just fucking doesn't give a shit and does no damage. Or he can, like, you can get him on a day where he's locked in and gives a shit. And does big damn. Venter's decent too, but we don't want this. We don't want too many rogues. So this is the thing. It's tricky. I think if I don't take my boy PS, it feels bad, man. I gotta take my boy PS. I've got to back myself on Priest, surely. And my guy Growl. Where the fuck is he? He's got some dumb name, right? Yummy TV. Are you wanting to raid lead? No, but I figured we can make a 30-man draft. It's just interesting for content. And then if we do have to raid lead at some point, at least we've got something prepared. I would do it slightly differently to this, though. I'd make like a priority list of each class. 19 out of 40. How are you telling me this raid isn't stacked right now? I think I'm gonna have to bench Morgana because Gordon's the GOAT. Sorry, Morgana. Sudra is max. We need Warlocks. Guzu, send it. And then only the rogues are questionable. Dude, you're only questioning rogue because PS is on there, right? You need to settle yourself down. Low-key LSJ pumps. I don't know how he pumps so hard, but LSJ pumps hard. Racula's Deece. Zeroji alt. Do we just put Zeroji on his Hunter and his lock and make him dual box? Simonize is a good choice too. But I think 5 rogues is grief. To be honest, the last rogue spot is like Simonize / PS. But I mean, I can't not bring PS, so. LSC pumps because he's doing everything in his power to get himself killed. 4 rogues is definitely too much. I agree, but who am I cutting at this point? Am I bringing Z2? I think we gotta put Z-Dog on. We've lost Z-Dog to League, that's the thing. Alright, Bobcat on Warrior is probably a good shout. How many are we on? We're on 20. We got loads of slots left. I think Grayson is a good pick. It's probably Slip. Slip is decent, I think. Oh yeah, Maui as well. I'm Madness was good. S4 is good. Loki, I think S4. If Zara isn't trolling with RP or like some challenge or something, we take Zara all day. No Mary or Soda. We have 2 tanks already. We got Ampy and Parla, and then we've got Gordon. So we got Danny. 25 out of 40. How many healers have we got? So we got 4 Shams, 1 Resto Druid, 2 Priests. So we need 1 more Priest. And we could make maybe Butt Soap as Shadow. But actually, do we care about Shadow? We need 1 more lock as well. Is it just a Sunglitters angle? She's obviously the best option here. We've seen the high caliber of gameplay that has come from Sunglitters on Priest. Butt Soap logs have been unreal, by the way. Butt Soap's been pumping compared to his healer play. So I think out of everyone here, I probably was most impressed with. So there's 2 people. There's Paysky, but I haven't played with them that much on Classic, but I played with them in SOD and they were really good. And then Akiwu has impressed me probably the most. And Alfie as well, actually. Alfie was solid in the raid that I was in with him. The thing is, if you watch Pay play, she's fast, which matters. Not because you always have to be fast, but it means you know your shit, right? Like, if you don't know what you're doing, you're not going to be fast. So it's a good indicator of ability. But yeah, Aki was solid as well. Alfie was solid as well. Shit, man, it's a tight one on that. Maybe we just take Alfie for the Douse. Like, they're very... I feel like all three are, like, very comparable, but Alfie coming with the Douse just swings it for me. And I think that Alfie plays well when he locks in. We need another Warlock. And then we still have 3 picks available. We got our healers. We got our shamans. Infernian or Take Note. So I actually know more about Infernian than Take Note. I definitely rate Infernian. I haven't seen that much from Take Note. I'm a back my boy Infernian. Do we get one more mage just to make Major Domo not a pain in the ass? Like, we don't need any shady stuff because not enough mages to poly. If we take one more. I don't think we need more than 8 healers. I think 8 healers is good. So how many warriors have we got right now? We could add another hunter for True Shot for the warriors. I don't know how the groups are going to look. Can we switch it to, like, group... like view? What if we pick Nathan as the 4th mage? Then we have all our dices. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We need 7 dices, right? Zico is clowning too much. Yeah, this is what I mean, right? Zico trolls a lot, but there's no way I don't back my boy Z. Like, we'd just assume that he locks in, right? And in a 30 man. I think Nathan is a good shout here. Nathan's decent, and he has a dice. And if the enchant drops, he's our boy, right? We need one of the 3 enchanters in. So I think Nathan's probably a good fit for that. Is it just a rogue / warrior angle then for the last 2? It kind of depends how the groups pan out, right? Like, what's the best group? Scroll down. Oh, it's this one. Okay, I see. Yeah, thank you. Best group combo for melee is like Hunter and Feral, right? So you want a 3rd lock for Gar. We have 2 banishes for Gar. And then 3 tanks. So like 1 tank can take the boss. And the other 2 tanks can take 2 ads each. Right? Can you take more than 2 ads as a tank? You can take 3. So technically we can do it, but having a 3rd lock wouldn't be terrible. We had 2 locks in the 20 man. Soda and RP did 3 each in 20 man. Okay, so 3 ads each is feasible. And then 2 banishes. That makes 8 ads. I mean, I don't hate taking 2, but it is safer with 3. But do we need that? Do we care? If 3 ads are easily tankable, and we have 2 banishes for the other 2, like, is there really an issue? I think maybe another hunter. Who would be the hunter if we took one? Who's good on hunter? I actually don't know who's a pumper on hunter. I think Geronimo, whenever I see him, is doing big damn. We already have Zerogian. Zerogi's our puller. Take a 3rd lock and a 2nd hunter. So, like, my thoughts are this, right? My thoughts are we can take a 2nd hunter and a 3rd lock, and that's our 30. And it's maybe, like, safer. The 2nd hunter maybe is good for the warriors, right? For true shot. Like, ideal group is warrior, is shaman, 2 warriors, hunter, feral, right? But we have what? We have 6 DPS warriors already. I don't think true shot makes up them being a hunter instead of a warrior. Yeah, it's a good point. Like, maybe we just bring more warriors. 2nd hunter also allows for a 2nd trank shot. I don't think it's needed. Don't think it's needed. So if we rename the groups, can I move people? I can. Oi, you. Dave, probably. I know you're not subbed. I know you're not. There's like 90% of you that aren't subbed. Get on it. New YouTube. We're building it up. Let's go. Help us out. Also, do the bell thing. That's good too. Probably. Right. Does the feral just go in group 1? Or do you put the feral in a deeps group? Like, we've got 2 tanks in group 1, right? And then a shaman in 1, 2, 3, and 4. The priests go in 6. I know that much. And maybe you chuck a lock in there with the priests, and then the mage goes. So, like, you want to keep your clothies high health, I guess. We want a lock in group 1 as well for the imp, right? That's probably good, I guess. And then we put our deeps warriors. Oh shit, who's our 2nd biggest deeps warrior? Is it Grayson, actually, unironically? Don't need lock in group 1 per hunter for true shot. Is true shot for hunter... sorry, is true shot for tanks more important than true shot for DPS? The threat is the most important thing. Like, are the warriors holding back because they are waiting for threat? I mean, you could maybe bring in the warlock on Rag or something for the tanks. Other than that, I don't think it's needed. Is it? Oh, fuck, man. Who's our biggest pumper warrior out of these? Grayson's always tanking. I feel like when Grayson does damage, he's pumping, but I think Bobka has a lot of potential to do big damage as well. Maui as well. Like, it's tight, man. I mean, I think we can get 2 of them in here right now with the Feral. It's tough, man. I think maybe that is the one. Put a warrior with the rogues. Yeah, I guess it doesn't matter. The problem is if we get 2 more warriors, there's not space. We can get 1 more warrior. Otherwise, there's going to be a warrior in group 6 and it's just Monkas. At that point, we might as well bring another lock or an SP. I don't know what's actually better. Too many rogues. I think rogues aren't that far behind warriors. If they're good, they're not that far behind warriors on MC Dam. I'm just thinking a Shadow Priest for the locks, right? But maybe another lock is just straight up better. We don't need another mage, that's for sure. Another hunter solo you can lose Leaf again. Not even the worst idea. I think another warrior. Geordie's pretty good. Madness is good. Do we just... Is it a Zar angle? Airplane facts. Nah, it's gonna people... Airplane facts makes people lock out. We don't need that. We need people to lock in. We want 3 curses. Yeah, 3 curses is probably actually a really good shout. So maybe we do get another warlock. Means who the fuck? Take note, probably. The last spot is kind of... It's probably between Simonize and Ventor and like a DPS warrior. Probably like Huber or Geordie or I'm Madness. Honestly, I think I'm more tempted to take another warrior. Probably Madness. Although I don't know who pumped hard. Who pumped harder out of Geordie and Madness? Madness? I don't know about the Rasta Druid here, actually. I think we move that over here. Probably what the best play would be is to see which rogues have lowest HP, right? And put them with an imp. Wouldn't S Priest? I think that the damage gain that the SP gives, like, isn't worth it, right? Because you got 1 lock doing Wreck. You got 1 lock doing Elements. And then you got 1 lock doing Shadow, right? And the Shadow on its own is like basically doing the same as a Shadow Priest. Plus you have the extra Banish safety. And then Warlock just outpumps SP anyway, right? 3 tanks, 19 deeps, 8 healers. If Gordon can't play healer, what I would say is I'd probably swap out... I don't know, who do we think is chunkier on Feral? Danny or Gordon? I think they're both pretty fucking chunky. I think having the 4th warrior just adds more deeps than having a hunter in for the true shot for all of them. So I think that's fine. Everyone's got a shaman. We've got a feral for the tanks. Apparently that's better than putting it for the main wedge of deeps. Otherwise I would put Danny in here. Okay, I'm pretty happy with this. This is my 30-man roster. Ideal 30-man roster from the guild. If I was ever to raid lead, this is something I'd be looking to try and make approximately this. Obviously it's tricky when you're drafting against others, but that's what I'd go for. So we got Ampi Parlor tank with 0G in there for true shot and pulling. We got boy Dakata on feral, Bean on sham, Crammer on sham, Joker on sham, Triumphant. Assume he gets 60. And then we got the Pumper Warrior group. We got Orlando, Maui, Bobka, Grayson. And then also Pumper Warriors, S4 Madness. And then we got Peo on Rogue, LMGD on Rogue, both Pump. We got Slip on Warrior. PS, Leighton, and then Take Note is the 3rd lock. We could also delete him and get another Warrior in, but I've got him in for safety at the moment. And then he can also provide Blood Pack to the lower HP rogues, if it's them. We just have to see on the day. We've got the caster groups. We've got Fog, Z, Volps, and Nathan. So that's our 4 mages for Major Domo. Safety first. And we've got Alfie. He can prayer of healing the group if needed. No reason to have all the priests in the same group. Then we've got me and Growl with Infernian on lock for the Blood Pact for the casters to buff us up a bit and make sure we're not too squishy. And then Nathan as well in case the enchanting mats drop. Oh, sorry, the enchants drop. He's one of the 3 guild enchanters. And then we've got Gordon on Resto Druid as the 8th healer. So we've got 8 healers, 3 tanks, 19 deeps for the 30 out of 30.